Welcome to another episode of Chat GRC on the Blue-Lusional podcast, where I, Devin, and Casey interview a new grassroots candidate every single week leading up to the midterm general election in November, which is creeping up. We are hitting the southern states because they matter. We are not going to forget about the South. So, sir, please tell us who you are, what you are running for.
Hey, y'all. Thank you for inviting me here, Devin, Casey. I appreciate it.
Yes.
My name is Ronnie Murchinson-Rivera. I know it's very long, Hispanic, Black kind of thing going on here. But, I took my wife's last name. That's why I'm leaving so long.
I love that.
But I'm running for U.S. Congress, man. I'm running for U.S. Congress. We need to change our world. I'm running down here in one of the southernest, most states we have, Florida. And I'm trying to unseat that Randy Fine guy in District 6.
Let's go.
Shouldn't be that hard, honestly.
Right?
Oh, listen,
if you read
I
a
think for
single
me,
tweet,
the hardest part is getting through the primaries.
Right?
Right there.
Right?
That's what has us sitting on pins every Tuesday now. We're just sweating bullets.
Yep.
Well, we want to know. I mean, I live in the state of Florida, so I know that running here, people think it's deep, deep red, and a lot of people just never choose to run because they think it's not flippable. But we want to know what inspired you to run for Congress in Florida.
So I'm going to answer that. I think I'm going to answer that in two pieces because Florida is not a red state, people. Florida is a heavily gerrymandered red state. We won this state twice with Obama. And after that, they vowed that they will never allow a Democrat, not only a Democrat, a Black Democrat, to win this state ever again. So, but we have a real good chance because Florida is only 40% registered Republicans. The rest are Democrats and left-leaning Democrats, no party affiliates that normally lean left. So let's put the truth out there because that's what get our people not motivated to run, to vote if they believe that there's nothing to vote for. So I'm be the first one to tell you your voice and your vote matters. Let's do this.
Thank you.
I love it.
I got into Congress. I got into this race because I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. Randy Fine is the most nastiest thing that we can have in Congress right now. And I heard for far too long, myself included, when I tried to reach out to him to help me, because if you guys can't see this right now, but I'm not in my house. I'm in a hotel right now. After years of fighting with the insurance company since Hurricane Ian, they finally paid out to help me build a new house. And now we're staying in a hotel. We're talking about Hurricane Ian, Hurricane Milton. These are the things that we as constituents of not only Randy Fine, because this happened before Randy Fine, Mike Waltz. These are the things we dealt with when the Republican Party is in charge here in Florida. We have to go through these hoops and stuff, pay insurance companies every day their fair share. And then when we want something in return, we have to go through courthouses and then when we call our representative, nowhere to be found. So I spent my whole entire life serving people. I was born and raised in one of the most diverse, strongest democratic cities, New York City. And, I say that because look at what happened in New York City when you elect somebody who cares about the people. In 7 months, he did what mayors that only cared about money and power did in 8 years. And
he said, "This is the bar."
Let me rewind myself. Not did in 8 years, tried to do it in 8 years, right? And so when I saw who won this special election last year and did more deeper research, number one, this guy don't even live in the district. He lived 3 hours away from the southern part of the district where I live at in Mount Dora area. So when Randy Fine get a ballot coming up, he won't have one with his name on it. He can't vote for himself. I've been telling people this for months, that this guy don't live in our area. And so me work in New York City, I worked as an EMS for over 15 years. I started a nonprofit organization. I got elected to 2 educational boards as a district education council, which is just like the school board in Florida, but we didn't get paid up north. PTA vice president, treasurer, and secretary. And then when I moved to Florida in 2017, I got into law enforcement, and I did that all the way up until last October. Even in between there, I was a volunteer youth football coach. I volunteer my time at nonprofits. Like serving the people is my passion. I got 5 kids. I'm married. Like I do this because not only my kids have a future, but my neighbors' kids and my neighbors' neighbors got a future. And somebody got to step up to this bigot who said they're going to throw atomic bombs on children and let children to starve and die. And so what actually made me sign that paper is the moment he said that, I thought, if he can tell that about children he don't know, imagine the children he don't like. And my children is one of those children he don't like because we're Democrats and proud to be. And so somebody had to step up and change. And that's where Ronnie put his head in the back.
Ronnie's protecting the kids,
Right?
Because the
Protecting those
Republicans,
kids.
they don't.
Absolutely
won't.
not. They will
Why
not.
don't they won't?
They won't.
They will not.
Won't.
They will not.
So you were talking about how Randy, just does not want to help you, anyone inside of the district. So clearly by not doing that, people don't know what their congressperson is supposed to do since they're always MIA. So what does a congressperson do and how do you use that influence on the local level?
Well, the first thing Congress is supposed to do is be there for the constituents that voted them into office. Anytime I just told you the problem I dealt with. We have tons of constituents that deals with these problems every day, and we are supposed to be their voice of reason. If their local police department is doing something wrong and they can't get through the local level, come to us. We got federal power to oversee these jurisdictions. But a lot of people do know one of the main things of Congress is writing and voting on like new federal laws, and that's very, very important because look at where we're at because of Congress. We have things like the Voting Rights Act not already enshrined into the Constitution. The ERA should have long before be already enshrined in the Constitution because I believe women and people don't understand that it's not only for women, which a lot of it is, because I think women should have the same opportunity as men. I mean, my mother raised me, strong Black woman, and I think she deserves everything a man does. But it also has to do with race, that Black people and Hispanic people get the same opportunities as these rich white men who's been stealing land and spoon-fed their entire life and giving that fast pass into Congress. These are things that your congressional members do. And one of the most important things we do is deciding how federal dollars are spent. And we need to make sure we got somebody in office like myself who grew up in the projects, who understand where the struggle is at, because we don't need all this money going to billionaires and big corporations. We really need to put this money back into the people who work hard for it, these low income working families, seniors who work their entire life, veterans who we should be protecting, should be getting free healthcare and free housing. In my eyes, not us building a damn ballroom and keep draining a pool and spending millions of dollars every time we do so. Like, these are the things that Congress do to decide where your federal dollars are being spent. And we need somebody in there that understands how to properly spend this money.
Yeah, we do. It's crazy that every single candidate we interview, when we ask this question, starts with, well, your congressperson should, because across the board, I think so many people who never knew about politics before and are just learning now are like, well, it looks like my congressperson goes to DC and then they go, when they're not working, they're on a yacht somewhere. And then when they come back, they do a couple votes in the middle of the night. And then that seems like it's it. And that's what it looks like. Exactly what it looks like.
It's not what it's looked like. They was on vacation for how many months?
Oh my God.
It was, they say out of the whole last year, I think they worked a total of like 100
5 weeks
days.
Listen, I'm not a deputy sheriff anymore. I left in October, but I promise you, if I called out of work for almost 3 to 4 months, I won't have a job probably after the first week.
Yep.
And
what's his name in Jersey?
Yeah.
Like
Tom Keene, right?
Like, hold on, let me go off a little off topic. Where's Mitch McConnell? Like,
you want an honest answer?
no.
We know where
I
he is.
wholeheartedly believe that they come in threes. So let me leave it at that.
Hey, might be sharing a bunk bed with
Yeah.
little Lindsay.
Or that you could die and your sibling could take over for you with no qualifications. Like, this is what people think politics is now. It's gotten, we have to go back to like stripped down basics when we do these interviews of like, people really don't know, because what they're being shown right now, what they're paying attention to right now is not
Right.
real life. It's not
Right.
how
Clown
politics
show.
should work. So
I
it's
agree.
almost like everybody has to go back to school and relearn
Yeah.
American politics.
Now listen, they defunded the CBS, the national, the broadcast network. That
Yeah.
School of Rock taught me about the bills and stuff. They need to run that back on PBS 13. Like,
Yeah,
Schoolhouse Rock,
PBS has been
yeah.
working overtime. Like,
Mhm.
we
Yeah.
have to. People are paying attention now. We got to tell them what's up.
yeah,
And what I do love about the candidates, especially, I'm biased being in Florida, what I really love about our grassroots candidates in Florida is that even in 1,000-degree weather right now, you guys are outside walking, door knocking. You don't have this
All of
huge team doing it for you. You are out there. If you've been on his social media, you see he is boots on the ground in insane weather. And you're talking directly to these constituents every single day. We want to give people some hope core going into your primary. How are you seeing your constituents, maybe local activist group, pushing back against this administration, telling them they don't have the power they think they have?
absolutely. We, like you just said, we outside.
Mm-hmm.
I tell that to people all the time. I'm gonna use my New York sling, and people down here love it. We outside. Let me tell you, we are pushing back against this regime and this fascist bigotry things that's happening. That you see us, we out there
Mm-hmm.
protesting, we're organizing. I'm speaking at public events. We're challenging the status quo, and that's why they're afraid right now. That's why all this gerrymandering is happening. All this, oh, I'm gonna call these two senators illegitimate because we found fraud. No, you actually found people who came out and actually said, we're not going to take no more lies from what's happening. We're going to actually do our own research. And, well, yeah, these are the great candidates for us. So we're pushing back. Right now, as we speak, and there's people outside organizing outside of the senator's office in Maine because they're tired of what's happening with ICE.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people are fed up. So my job basically right now is stand 10 toes down with these people that's outside and say, no more, enough is enough. And when I get elected, because we speak things into existence in my campaign,
Yes.
when I get elected, my job is to turn that energy into protection. Because my job is to
Mhm.
protect those
go.
people standing up for their constitutional rights. And I want them to keep going because as they're doing it outside, I'm going to be doing it in the inside.
Mm-hmm.
There we
That's how it has to
go.
be, right? It has to
That's
be
right.
like that. One of my favorites is, if you're from Florida, you know of the Villages, which is, I
My
believe
area.
you're in your district, which is the Villages.
Mhm.
And if you
Yep.
know anything about the Villages, you know all the stuff surrounding the election, and there was a lot
hmm
of election fraud going on in the Villages, and they were
hmm
huge, huge Trumpers. If
Yep.
you look at the Villages now, it is night day. They are not happy. And so if anyone needs any hope core, just do some research on the Villages.
Or just
Please.
email me because if you guys don't know, I was a deputy sheriff for 4 years in the Villages. I'm
That's
the one that
crazy.
escorted. I was a motor deputy, so I did all the escorts when they came into town. And I can tell you guys this: it is night and day from when I actually met Kamala Harris' husband when they came down during Kamala Harris
Mm-hmm.
thing. I escorted him to his venue in the Villages. I took a picture with him. I got it, and it wasn't that many people. I tell you this, I went to a protest in the Villages many times in the last month or two or within a year. From when Kamala Harris' husband came, it was like 2 blocks. We're now stretching the whole Morris Boulevard from like
Mm-hmm.
miles. When Trump came recently to the high school, the new one in the Villages,
Yep.
blocks.
That's crazy.
Like we have, yes, we can. I'm telling you, we got.
Mhm.
So I'm here in Florida can redeem themselves?
Yes, we will.
Is
We
Why you
will.
think they've
Okay.
gerrymandered? Why you think they just gerrymandered again?
Because they saw all you
They
guys
saw
outside.
everybody in the villages outside.
Yeah,
They
they
saw
just
you
argued in
outside.
court.
You
They
know
just
how hot
argued
it
in court less than 3 years ago saying, "These maps are perfect. These maps are perfect."
You
And
can't,
now they're
yeah.
changing it again. Like, come on.
You can't piss
Mhm.
Floridians off in this weather. Okay,
No.
we will still come outside. We will be out there and sweating and even more angry because we have to stand outside in this heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all are different.
We're
Y'all are
built
different.
different.
Y'all are
Now,
different.
pour that Floridian in there and throw a little New York sprinkles on it. You
Yeah,
messed up,
right.
A-Roll.
Yeah.
Mhm,
You
mhm.
messed up, Ron.
Yeah.
All right. So here talking about New York, I do want to know about your time as a first responder there. What kind of pain points were you running into constituents there when you were a first responder?
What I tell people, and I'm a integrate being a first responder in New York and in Florida because I see the same thing everywhere. What people don't know is that long before people call 911, emergency is already happening.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people that because, and now running as Congress too, I'm gonna integrate some of that in when talking to people, is that we can deal with 95 to 98% of the problems if we elect somebody into office that actually cares for people. And I tell you this because working in EMS and working in law enforcement, I found that two of the main reasons people commit crimes and all this stuff is one, mental health.
Mhm.
These are things the government can fix. Give people the services and we can stop crime, right? The second biggest thing is also things that the government can fix is people steal for a reason. Now you got that little 3% that think crimes is fun and all
Right.
that, but people do these things for a reason.
Mhm.
And I tell you this because when I worked in law enforcement, I asked the Walmart to do an experiment for me, and the manager agreed. And this outside of my police department didn't know about it. I wanted to do it, and me and the manager was close. And I said, "Hey, listen, the next 5 people that come in and steal no more than like $100, let me know. Can we do an experiment and just trespass them?" And then so we did it, but they have to admit why they did it, and they won't do it again, and they get trespassed. Almost 100% of them did it for a reason. I can't feed my kids. I got to get medicine for my
Mhm.
parents. I need this. I need that. Things that they need to live. And these are the things that the government can help with.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
so, during my time, I saw like mental health crisis being treated like criminal problems, and it's not. I saw
Mm-hmm.
people being treated as criminals when they just trying to damn survive. And these are the things that the government can fix. So, and we arrived at people's doorstep during the worst of the worst. And I saw it. And I was one of the people that they called on to help them in their times of need. And these are the things and all this stuff that I've seen. I probably saw things people haven't seen in their life, probably won't ever see in their life.
Mhm.
And I just want to take that experience and that knowledge and what I've seen and try to make it not happen to Congress because they can really change this shit. Like I
Right?
can really change it, and it's just they won't. And that's why we need real people like me and all these other grassroots people running around this country into office because we got real life experience that we
Mm.
can say, nah, nah, stop it.
Yeah. I
Yep.
mean, there are politicians sitting in office on both sides of the aisle that love to throw around people abuse the system. People are abusing the system. There's waste, fraud,
Mm.
and abuse. How can you abuse the system when people are stealing food? When people are having to go into the store and decide that they need to actually take medication because they can't afford it? How is that abusing the system? It's almost like these politicians just want to say that and then it's normalized, and then in your brain, like MAGA does, they think it's real because they've been told that. If
Yeah,
we get actual real people into office, nurses, first responders,
yeah,
people in the military who go, no, I live this, I see this every day, then you're not going to have these billionaire Nepo babies of politics in there just saying whatever they want to say because it gets them on their yacht and on their way while people suffer and die every day.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
agree. I'll say this to people. If you never went through the struggle, you don't know the struggle.
Mhm.
Period.
That
Mhm.
part.
Mhm.
They're out of touch.
Yep,
They're very out of
absolutely.
touch. They don't know us
Mhm.
at all.
Nope.
Yes. They don't know. They do not. You mentioned you're a father, you have 5 kids, and I know that education is really important to you, one of your main issues. So, for your district, what improvements could you bring education-wise to District 6 that, you picked up from your time when you were on the District Education Council in New York and now being a father too?
Listen, they're gonna make my brain hurt already going. I'm not even congressman yet. First of all, we have to get that wrestler out of the Department of Education
Mhm.
because Linda McMahon should not be in charge of telling our kids what they should be learning in school.
Yeah, they need to get rid of that A1.
Like, like, just listen. You have to put people in these positions who actually have the experience to understand what these positions mean.
Yeah.
So we need to fully fund the Department of Education federal wise,
Mhm.
right? Because what people don't understand is that, like my children, 2 of them, one receives a 504 plan and one receives an IEP. And
Mhm.
that federal government Department of Education makes a big impact on those children's lives. The most
Yep.
vulnerable children must be protected by by the Department of Education because as we're seeing it now, and I'm not going to mention what school, but my child has these 504 plans, and the moment she started gutting everything, you can see them saying, "We don't need to do this. We don't need to do
Mhm.
that." Who's going to stop us? Like,
Yep.
like,
Mhm.
are you not understanding that there's kids with disabilities that rely on your protection. And so that's why when I get to Congress, I plan on fully funding the Department of Education, and
Let's go.
and we need to strengthen that Individual with Disabilities Act. Like
Yes.
those
Yep.
are things that we need to do,
Yes.
and also we need to also make sure that states like Florida, and Casey, you live in Florida, we don't please Floridians, if you're listening to me, what's coming down the pipeline with the new curriculum they got coming in, it's the damn Heritage Foundation.
Yes.
The Phoenix
Mm.
Declaration
Mhm.
is run by the Heritage Foundation. And that's all I need to say about these people. That if you think we're 40th in the country now, we're going to be the lowest.
Mhm.
At the
Very soon.
Oklahoma level.
We're going to
Very
be
soon.
lower than that. If you think our teachers are getting paid pennies on the dollars now, we're not going to have teachers. We already have teachers leaving the education department, something they're passionate about, to go work at damn McDonald's because they're getting paid more money
Mm.
there. Like,
Mhm.
we need to pay our teachers more. That's number one, because when you got a happy teacher, you got a happy kid, you got a good education, and you got kids that actually want to learn. That's number one. And then we need to fully fund these schools and stop funding these doggone. Oh, hold on.
Finding it. Finding
You
it.
Finding
need to
it.
stop. You need to stop funding these. What are those things they give these?
The vouchers.
Oh my
Oh
God!
yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep. It's a
Why are
scam.
we as a public funding private schools when our
Mhm.
public schools are doing so bad?
Yep.
Make that make sense to me. Listen, my kids will always go to public school. I'm a proud product of the New York City education system. No, it's not perfect. Nothing in America is perfect.
Mhm.
But I'm
Right.
proud to say that I graduated with an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, because of what the public school taught me. I met great friends in public school. I learned thing first of all, in public school, even besides the education, you learn street smarts, which you need to know on top of having an education in this world. So
Mhm.
I'm all for fully funded education and getting that back and making sure our states are fully funded and make sure we have things that our kids are learning, not 2 + 2 = 6 or divided by 7,
Or
bring it
10
down top and
commandments in the classroom,
oh,
That.
you know?
And that's something, going back to earlier, that can deter crime.
Mhm.
Because a lot of people, they don't have access to the system. They don't have access to like Medicare, Medicaid, SNAP, an education system to where they'd be able to thrive. So they
yep,
don't have to end up stealing bread, trying to steal medication, what have you.
Mhm.
yep.
Mhm. It all
It's
goes back to that.
everything's political.
Everything is
Everything is
political.
political. I think
I mean,
Everything is political.
Florida has an issue because I think a lot of times everyone's like, well, we have bright futures, so we're great. You know, we help kids go to college. That's great. Okay, how are you going to get them there? How are you even going to get them there? What
hello,
about elementary school, middle
hello,
school, and high
Hello.
school?
hello.
Where are the after school programs?
Yep. Where's the
Those are
PAL? Like I
huge.
had that growing up. I had something to do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Unless you're in
Mm-hmm.
that 80 or that, you know, A to B, that, you know, you're between 100%, 80% on all your testing and you do
Mm-hmm.
well, you are thrown to the wayside.
Yep.
Yep.
You just are. And Florida's different. I was raised in Massachusetts. There are a lot of private schools in Massachusetts compared to in Florida. Florida doesn't seem to have a lot of like private schools except for colleges. So a lot of Floridians are going to the public school system from daycare all the way through high school. And to your point, that's how it should be. They should
Mm-hmm.
they shouldn't have to go to private school to get a better education.
Yep.
Up north, that's kind of the runaround that happened where it's like if they're not going to get a good education in public school, make all these private schools that you can
Yep.
pay to go to get a better education, which is
Yep.
what I had to do. It shouldn't be like
Yep.
that across the board. Florida
It
was like,
shouldn't.
we're not making these private schools, and you still have to go to the school, and we're not going to fix anything,
Yep.
And you're
Yep.
gonna like it.
and you're going to like it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And be quiet because I'm taking the rest of the money you guys don't use.
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
Pocketing
Mhm.
it. All right. So while we're still on fully funding the Department of Education, what are your top 3 priorities when you win?
Ooh, so this is easy for me, and I'm gonna give you guys in this. Stay with me. My first one is healthcare.
Mhm.
Perfect.
My second one is affordability, and that's a little chunk of every little thing that you guys could think of that comes with that. My third thing is going to be education, and I'm also going to give you a fourth. My fourth thing is protecting our democracy, and that's number 4, but that slides in between all of them,
You're right.
probably even number first, right? Because I have a plan to attack all these things at the same time, not just say one thing at a time. And let me tell you why I say healthcare first. I worked at EMS since I was like 13, volunteering up until moving to Florida in 2017. So long time.
Mhm.
I tell people, because people are like, why you put healthcare? What about affordability? I said, okay, let me go help you put your gas prices down. Let me go help you get your beef down. Let me go help you put all this thing, APR rate, affordability, whatever. Good luck if you're around to enjoy those things, though,
Mm-hmm.
because you
Mhm.
can't go see a
Yep.
doctor,
Yep.
or you can't
Mhm.
go see what GYN, or when you having that little chest pain, you decide, you know what, it's just a burn because I can't afford to go to the ER right now because I got to pay my mortgage next month, and then you have a heart attack the next damn day,
Yep.
right? This is the thing when I say you guys got to have real life people experience, because I've
Yep.
seen this happen where people will literally decide to pay for food, pay for medication, not go see a doctor, and then crap out, and we find them the next day in their bed, and then we do an autopsy and they had a heart attack and they wouldn't go see their doctor. So that's why healthcare is always going to be number 1 for me, because you have to be around and living to enjoy those low gas prices, those
Mhm.
food prices that you want me to help get down. So I am pushing for a Medicare for all single payer system. I think everybody should go to a damn doctor of their choosing and say, help me.
Yep.
Yep.
And they should be able to get help.
Mhm.
That's just basic human rights.
It's a right.
And
It
then we
shouldn't be
could
a
talk about
privilege.
Yes.
affordability. Then we could go on and talk about helping you get your gas prices down, help you get your food prices down, help you, get your first house, because I believe in abolishing the credit score, because I don't think your credit score should
Okay.
determine if you could afford a house or not, because we go through hard times because
Mhm.
of medical debt,
Mhm. Mhm.
right? So I know a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people that can afford a house, but they're being forced to pay $4,000 in rent compared to only
Yep.
$1,800 to $1,600 in mortgage, right? So these are things that
Uh-huh.
we deal with as real
Mhm.
life working class people that people don't understand in Congress right now, because they've been spoon fed the entire life.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah, we weren't all given our first home as a gift, and the
Yeah.
first 29 years of the mortgage are paid
paid
off.
off. Yeah, we
That's what I'm
have student
saying.
loans. We had to buy a car to be able to drive to work. Some of us probably got married, so you're paying for all that. How do you keep up with your credit score when all of your big life events happen in your 20s? People are drowning.
You had a kid, it cost $1 kajillion to have a kid. Ours are still on layaway. We're still paying them off.
Yeah, like
Daycare, everything, schooling, everything costs money, and everything costs more money every single year.
single day. I know I got
Leaving the
5 children.
house.
I got 5 children. So y'all speaking to the choir here. So because I listen, I get it. And then like Deb was saying, I mean, we wasn't given things growing up. We had to earn what we have, and we worked hard for it. We wasn't saying, "Hey, here's your first car, Honda Civics. I wanted a Lamborghini." What the hell? Thanks, Dad.
I had a 2004 Dodge Neon.
That you probably had to
92
break the
Civic or
floorboard and
Accord.
run your feet on to go to work like the
They had to
Flintstones.
The
like they had to like
Flintstones.
lay something down on the sunroof. I couldn't even open it. They were like, "We're not fixing that. It's just getting cement shut."
You don't know what it's like to have a 92 Accord with the muffler hanging on a thread, dragging on the
Or
street.
putting water in your damn radiator thing because you got to get to A to B. Like, come on,
They don't
people.
know.
Cars shaking on the freeway, and your hands are white knuckling the steering wheel. They
Car's
don't know.
almost on E.
But listen. You see what we're talking about? We'll go to one of these congressmen or senators, their kids,
Mhm.
and then I'll ask them, "Hey, do you know how this feeling is? Do you know this? Do you know?" They'd be like, "What are you talking about?" I'd be like,
Never heard of it.
"I know who you are.
Never heard of it. No idea.
These are life
No idea.
experiences. These are life experiences that people don't understand. That it's not only a life experience; it's a cultural difference that we deal with. Not only African Americans. I'm talking about because we're not the only low income people that had to deal with the struggle. Casey, you just told me you had to deal with it too, right? But when we talk about bringing cultural differences to Congress, this is what I'm talking about. Knowing what it means when your car is about to shake and you have to slow down under 70 miles per hour before your wheel bearing comes off, right? They don't deal with that stuff.
They don't.
So yeah.
They don't. They really don't. It's just
I like that you just said that basically like middle class is essentially in itself. I'm stealing that. I'm taking that. I'm taking that from you. That's true. That's very true.
absolutely.
Okay.
Well,
I like
obviously, in order for you to win, people have to go out and vote. Point blank, period. And after the most recent presidential election, we've seen people saying everything's corrupt, our votes don't matter anymore. I'm not sure if I'm going to vote. So, when you're door knocking and you're talking to constituents, what would you say to someone who says, "I'm not sure if my vote even matters"?
What I say to them is I always tell them I understand. Because what people don't understand is that they're not realizing, and this is a true story. One of the ladies like, "I don't understand how he can win a second term after all we done went through the first term. We elected Biden, and then people just let him go back." I say he didn't win. But I cope with her. I'd be like, "Listen, I understand how you're feeling. I get it." Because what people they feel that way because they watch the politicians that they elect into office get into office and just forget about them. And they were like, "You know what? My vote don't matter. And if it did, we always elect somebody in there who's promising us these things, and then they'll just disappear. And they just forget about us." And what I try to tell them is, "Listen, I get it. I understand. You didn't have a real person to run for office yet that actually understands where we're coming from, that actually understands us, and you basically been given a person that's going to represent you because
Right.
our voices has been diminished in the state of Florida for so long. For almost 30 years, the Republican Party has ran this country, this state into the ground." But what I try to tell them is, if you check out now, it doesn't punish the system. It gives more power to the people who's in office already. So we have to keep fighting. We really do have to keep fighting. Like, only thing, if we lose hope, we have nothing else.
Yeah.
And so if you lose hope, what as me as a candidate have? Nothing to go off, because I feed off of your hope and your promises that you're gonna be behind me and you're gonna work this line with me and change this country. So I give them something to be inspired by. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I have this one lady who calls me Obama 2.0 after talking to her. She's like, you know what?
I would wear that with a badge of honor.
Right here, baby. Every time I go through here, my son, he's 15 years old, and he calls himself my manager because he goes to me a lot of places. He goes, I'm not only his son, I'm his manager. You know what?
You got to get through him first.
You know
Can I
what?
speak to the manager?
Because if you pull my son to the side right now and ask me why you should vote, ask him why you should vote for his dad, he will tell you. And I can tell you that my son, being as young as he is, the way he talked to people now going in this campaign with me, they'd be like, I talked to your son already. You got my vote. Like,
wow.
Like that. But what I try to tell people who lost hope is like, listen, we have been winning these elections in the state of Florida by a handful of votes.
Yeah.
We just split the
in
state
Mar-a-Lago.
house in Mar-a-Lago, where the damn president lives. We have been flipping seats that we wasn't even thinking about in states like Pennsylvania. We got the whole, we are super majority now.
I almost did a backflip.
Look at Virginia.
I said Mar-a-Lago, they're cooked.
Listen, we have this now, and so now I bring up this. I said, listen, Trump is so unpopular now. Now you throw Randy Fine in that measure. We're going to win this election.
Mm-hmm.
We already have polls going out that Trump is this year. Randy Fine is even worse than him. They've been running 70% of my campaign money.
I know. You just get to sit back and watch. We've been saying it's going to come to the head now where MAGA isn't getting what they said they were going to vote for. And now these Republicans either can choose to stay loyal to him and therefore they're not going to win their elections, or you see the Marjorie Taylor Greens, start to distance themselves and run as America First. And Randy Fine has tied himself to Trump no matter what. And so therefore, they're not going to vote for him.
No, they're not.
Trump is on the ballot this year.
Trump is definitely on the ballot.
He's on the
ballot. And not only that, he just keeps throwing hatred and bigotry and all this. Like, if you guys don't see, he attacks Zaran Mandani every week for something. And, I got people in New York who's elected officials in New York City and state. They're like, Ronnie, because I'm trying to get my boy endorsement. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm trying to, because how perfect would it be for a former New Yorker to whoop Randy Fine's in November, to stick it right to him and be like, that's what you get.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Hey, I'm sure Randy will say a couple more racist tweets to make it a little bit easier.
Absolutely. He's got them saved in the drafts.
I have 10 at a time, at least.
The clip is loaded. All right, we are at our fun portion. I'm going to like your answer. If you're running for president, who's your dream VP, living or dead?
Oh, do I have to pick one?
You could do a couple.
Actually, you could do a cabinet. Build a cabinet. Yeah,
I don't want to build a cabinet. I'm going to go just my VP. Because I got a couple people. Okay. I'm going to do this. My number one choice will definitely be Jasmine Crockett.
Jasmine.
My number 2 will be ALC.
Perfect.
My number 3 will be Gavin if he don't run for president. Yeah.
Gavin for president, though. We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, listen, talk it into existence, my lady.
What's the word? He's polarizing.
Yep.
Right now. He's polarizing.
Hey, listen. Ro Khanna will be my number 4 if I had a choice. And my number 5, I have to take it a little bit back, but I would choose Shirley Chisholm.
Shirley Chisholm. Okay.
First Black woman elected to Congress, my girl.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Think about it. Just think about it. And you know what? That'd probably be a nice cabinet, too.
It would.
That's a solid-ass cabinet. That's a...
And the only thing I'm going to do is bring Kamala Harris over. I mean, if Jasmine Crockett is my VP, I can make Kamala my AG.
Yeah, your AG. Either of them. Could you imagine
that's what I'm saying.
those trials? I think it's only fair that she be AG in the next run to be able to hold all the trials. I feel like that's only fair.
Oh, that would be amazing.
It's only fair that she gets to be AG during all of
the if you're listening,
politicians' trials, their Nuremberg trials. I fear that's only fair.
I need the script writers to get on that.
Yeah.
That's what I
I'm
need. I
gonna
need
do
her as
that.
AG.
Yes, that's perfect. I love it.
I like that. I like
Jasmine,
that. That's solid.
Jasmine has our whole heart. She can do no
Mm.
wrong.
Forever and always.
Let me write her. Let me write her people and tell you.
Yes.
I'm out here, we're out here we're out here basically throwing hands for her on the internet.
I've never simped so hard for a like I've never had like a parasocial relationship like I have with Jasmine Crockett.
Like you
She
don't
liked one of my videos that I did, and I think I didn't stop talking about it for a solid 48 hours.
She's a fierce lady, and she deserves everything that she's going to get. And she's not just because she's getting out of like she got primary. It's okay. Don't think that's
okay.
you guys didn't see the last of her. I
She
promise
still
you.
has pull.
She
Every
still
one
has
of her
pull.
people
She's
that
intentional.
she's supporting,
She had a
that whole
backup
pack,
plan. She knew she's got plan A through
Yep.
Z.
Yes, she does.
they
yes,
are
she does.
all
She's
winning
very
their
intentional.
primaries.
Very intentional, and she will be back. And I would love for her to be an AG as well. She would get everything handled, everything under control.
She's gonna get a bunch of people elected first, and then
Mm-hmm.
she'll be back.
Yes.
She'll be back.
Yep, she will be back. All right. Who would you rather get stuck on the Ferris wheel at the American State Fair with? Byron Donalds or Rick Scott? You're stuck. You're stuck at the top of that Ferris wheel at the State Fair.
Byron Donalds.
You think you'd talk to him? Or you think you just
I'm gonna channel our ancestors.
Yeah, let them know they're disappointed.
And
yeah, okay.
I'm going to ask them a few questions about, slavery, kind of Voting Rights Act, kind of
Voting Rights
Color
Act.
Purple Way in the Water, play a little bit of things with him because I got questions, my buddy. And since we're stuck at the top of the Ferris wheel, you're either going to answer my questions or commit suicide. So
there's no
You're
gray
like,
area.
let me just press record real quick.
So it's I mean,
Ronnie's gonna go Instagram live.
yeah. I just got some. I just got.
I got one
Don't
question.
jump. Just answer the question.
Why?
He jumps. Well, he didn't want to answer the question.
Look, be like this. Well, that
was the
tells you
answer.
why that's your choice.
You
I
literally
would
said,
definitely pick Byron Donalds, not because we agree on much, but because we definitely do not, and he will be stuck and be forced to answer my questions unless.
Yeah, you changed. Okay, you changed my mind.
Yeah, the second that Ferris wheel came to a screeching halt, he would have been like,
yeah.
I don't think Rick
and you
Scott
just
was
slow turn. Just
I don't think I could.
What's your problem?
I can't do Rick Scott. He'll probably fly away with his Dumbo ears and.
Oh yeah, he would try to one up you. It would be. I think you'd fight. I think you'd throw him. Ferris wheel. I actually just jumped myself. It's fine.
Yeah,
yeah.
I just can't. Yeah, I'll choose Byron.
Yeah, okay, Byron.
Yeah. At first, I was like, I absolutely wouldn't, but yeah, now I'd probably just be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you good?"
He's not good. He's not good.
He's not good. He's not good.
No.
He's not. But what is good in Florida? Where are we gonna go when we come see you? What's your hidden gem? Where do you want to go?
Where are you taking us?
We're not going to Disney.
Okay,
that's fine.
Listen. All right.
Okay.
I could actually do this tour right now because I'm down the street from Ronnie.
Yeah, she's there.
Ronnie picked me up.
Are you?
Yeah, we literally live one city away from each other.
Okay, listen, I'm not afraid. Listen, I'm not afraid to tell people my city I live in because I want you to come see. I'm a representative to all, dude.
I'm gonna pull up in Mount Dora.
Yep, I live actually in the county part of. I say Mount Dora because that's the biggest city people know, but I live in Sorrento, which is
Sorrento. Okay, I mean it's not that
But-
far from Mount Dora.
No, it's right. It's the next. It's the county part of. But we're not going to Disney. Because and before I answer your question, let me tell you guys, Universal is better. Anyway,
Sure.
I have to break that
Sure.
little thing. People think Universal is so much better. You want to go for thrills and stuff? Universal, especially Epic. Okay,
For thrills,
but
yeah.
I will bring you guys right to Mount Dora. There's a reason why. There's a reason why I moved here. I don't know if you got. I'm a big Disney fan. I look at my hand. I'm a big Avengers fan too. Look at my little tattoo.
Mhm.
But don't get me started, brother. Don't get me started. I'm a whole nerd. Don't get me started.
But I saw it. Listen, when I moved to Florida, before I moved to Florida, I was watching this show called Once Upon a Time,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like magical creatures of Disney, but that's real life. Like this town of Mount Dora feels just like that.
Absolutely, it
It's
does.
like a magical kind of everybody knows each other. The lakes, there's so many restaurants, diversity. People don't really know about it. Like it's lovable here. Just don't stay at the hotel at the end of the thing. There's ghosts in there. Other than that, it's a small town. Everybody knows each other. Great food, great festivals. We have
Blueberry
the most
Festival.
festivals of any city. Like it's
You do.
like just come. Just come. You will fall in love. So when I moved from Florida to New York, I mean from New York to Florida, I moved to Orlando. But then I started working as a law enforcement officer right here in Mount Dora as a police officer. And I'm like, whoa, this is where I want to be. And so I moved up here. And I'm telling
I'm
you.
gonna check all my tickets. Make sure you didn't pull me over, Ronnie. I'm gonna start asking around. Anybody got pulled over by Ronnie?
Actually, let me tell
all
you,
my
the
friends.
great restaurant in Mount Dora is Las Palmas. It's a right, and I actually met the owner because of that. And I don't give people tickets. Listen, I tell you guys, I came from the struggle. I got into law enforcement because I wanted to be different, and so I hardly wrote tickets. Listen, I can tell you guys one. You give me a good reason why you were speeding, I'm letting you go. And I'm gonna be honest with you. This one lady, I pulled over. She was going like 60 and a 40. I'm like, lady, like, what's up? She like, sir, officer, I have to shit real badly. I said, see you later, my girl. Go home. Let's go. You need me to escort you down to your house because
you need me to turn those on?
Like you ever had to?
Yeah.
Hey, that's a legitimate reason. I felt so. You got to go. Like
that's a legit reason.
Officer. You give me a good reason why you speeding. My mom is having an emergency. I'll be like, listen, I understand. Slow down. Don't do it again because I want you to get where you're going. Now, if I check and you pulled over 6 times in the last month,
we need to have a conversation.
That's me.
All right, I don't want to ask my friends then. My friends would
difficult.
definitely have a good reason. So, but I do love Mount Dora. I love the festivals. We always go to the Blueberry Festival there. I've been to the Phoenix Rising restaurant. It's just a cute town. It's got some really cute bars, art stores. It's just a town you go to and you're like, whoa, this is Florida?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's cute.
The lake is
Parking
amazing.
Though.
Yeah.
Parking is
okay.
We gotta get on that. We gotta get to fixing that. But Devin would like it.
When's the last time Randy Fine had
Never.
Perfect.
Okay, let me give him some credit. Hold on. He says that he held a couple of town halls, but it costs $2,000 to get in.
Oh, that's not a town hall. That's a fundraiser. That's
Randy
not a town
Fine,
hall.
Randy Fine said it's a town hall. It's a town hall. Okay?
That's not a town hall. No, that's not
He
a town
said,
hall.
if you
That's
have
not a town
money,
hall.
you can come
That's
talk
not a
to me.
town hall.
A suggested donation. A suggested donation.
So a bouncer at the door.
So he had
Give me your mortgage for the month.
He had a couple of virtual town halls, but has he held any in-person town halls in the about 16 months he's been elected? Absolutely not.
No. And those
let me guess, the virtual town.
Did they pick the questions?
Pre-screened?
Yeah.
Pre-screen question, turn off the chat.
Yeah.
We know they picked the pre-screen because most of those people there, we knew on his virtual town hall. We had a little group chat or a little side thing going, but like everybody tried to get in. Not one of us.
Yeah.
Out of like 15, 20 people that was in his 30-room chat, none of us got in. It was all pre-question. Oh, we love what you're doing. Would you consider doing more? You're great. Huh? Please.
Yeah, no. He's got to go.
Listen, I'm telling you, they got a male version of Jasmine Crockett If you guys when you guys elect me, I promise you, that's like my twin sister because I play no games.
Right?
I don't care.
I can see that.
I'm for the
I
people.
can
Like,
see that.
what you gonna do to me? I came from nothing. There's nothing that these people from the Republican and Democratic side could do to Ronnie that has like if you never ate hard noodles with ketchup to survive for the night,
Oof.
I'm good.
Oof.
I'm good.
Oof.
Preach it.
Take my
Preach
corner
it.
office, put me in a parking spot 2 blocks away from the office. I'm still coming to work.
I'll see you in the morning.
I see you in the morning.
I'll be there early.
Early, yeah, earlier than you.
We're
Or
not gonna do
two,
nothing
out of
that-
spite.
Like, come on. Like, I've been through a lot where you can't say, "Oh, we're not gonna give you this." Okay.
Okay. We're used to
So
fighting for shit.
I'm different. I'm a realist. I'm an honest person. I don't care about I don't care if it's not for the people. If it's not right, it's not right. Let's take Congress back and give it back. Or not. Let me not say give it back. Let's give it to the people because I don't understand one point in time where Congress actually did everything right for the people.
Facts.
It's
That's
always
a
for
bar.
corporations in their pockets. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's my view. And
That's a bar.
vote for Ronnie.
Yes, vote for Ronnie.
Yes.
And before we end, Ronnie, we want you to shameless plug your website, your socials, and if you have any in-person events where people in the district can come meet you and talk to you.
Absolutely. Website is easy. www.ron4congress.com. Somebody
Easy.
took FOR. I don't know who.
Screw you,
but-
Ron, for.
Right. And if it's Ron DeSantis,
When he gets in,
It's probably Ron
double
DeSantis.
screw you.
he's gonna come. Once he gets elected, he's gonna come for you. Right?
Yeah.
But that's all right. Because I counter that. If you guys don't want to go to www.ron4congress.com, you can go to www.firerandyfine.com and it'll take you directly to my website as well. Right?
I love that.
And, but if you want me on social medias, I'm on every social media is Ron FOR Congress. Or
Love
to make
that.
it easier for you guys, put Ronnie Murchinson-Rivera in Google and everything will pop up right there.
We'll have it
And
all
to-
linked
to
for
help
you.
you guys out. Please, if you guys do live in my district, if you live in Florida, I can use your help. I need help. We got a good, strong volunteer base, but we always can have more. We're going up against one of the biggest turds since South Park came out with Mr. But yeah, help us out. Listen, you don't
Mr.
want to come out
Hanky.
canvassing or door knocking. You can phone bank. You can send
Phone
letters.
bank.
We got something for you to do. Donate. I'm a grassroots candidate. We take no money from corporates or AI. We believe what's happening in Gaza is 100% a genocide, and those people need to be held accountable for what's been happening. Right? So we're not going to accept that blood money. And when I get to Congress, to make sure we're going to stop sending our wars to kill innocent people and children. So help us out. Let's get up there. We got a couple events coming out. One of our biggest town halls we have coming out is on July 25th. Is in Mount Dora at the Martin Luther King Center from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Angie Nixon is going to be there. She's a fierce
Okay.
Ooh.
Democratic Senate who's running, and Dana Foster who's running for governor.
Dana.
Great
We
people.
love Dana.
We love Dana.
We love
We're
Dana.
just rounding
I'm-
out Florida.
I'm a
We're hitting,
fan.
yeah, we're getting it right.
So those two people going to be at my town hall. And then we got another town hall coming up in Leesburg, and David Darley's going to hopefully be attending. We just wait for
hey,
confirmation.
put in a good word with Angie.
Yeah.
We'll talk
Angie's
about
the
Oh,
only one we
that's-
haven't
that's
gotten
sis right there.
on. We've gotten
That's sis
Dana
right
on.
there.
We've had Ronnie. We've had Maria Lana. We've
Bernard.
had
Yeah.
Bernard.
Love Kinter.
Yeah. We've had,
Yeah.
we've literally gone up Florida, but we haven't gotten Angie on. That's like a dream.
I'll throw a good
Yeah.
word. I
Throw
promise
a
you.
good
I'll be
word
like,
and
hey,
tell
go-
Dana
go-
we said
go-
hi.
Go talk to my people at
Yes.
Blue-Lusional.
Maybe I'll come. I don't know. Maybe I'll just.
She loves doing things like this. So I'm surprised because listen, she's really grassroots, and she will rather
Yeah.
come on here and talk to you guys than go on like some big news outlet because she understands that they just trying to find out who raised the best money. But you guys are really putting the word out to the people who can't be reached. So
Mm-hmm.
I think she would
Thank
love
you.
to come on here, and I'll try to reach out and put it out word. I promise.
We would love that because we would love to have her on.
Okay.
We
love
would
Angie.
love to just have Florida on lock. Every interview
every
for
part.
Florida would be amazing. And then finally, the most important bit of information, Ronnie, tell them when the primary is.
Woo! So as you guys know, my district is really big. I got a lot of elderly. I got parts of the villages. A lot of people already have been receiving their vote by mails.
Crazy.
So make sure
so
you
soon?
fill that out. I have, if you go on the Congressional District 6, let me make this easy for y'all. Congressional District 6, I have the longest name there. It says Ronnie
That's a vibe.
quotations, Murchison-Rivera. I go from line to line. You cannot mess up. Please, please, we need to change our democracy. We need to get people here that actually cares about the community, you know? Yes, I wasn't born and raised in Florida. I only been here for 10 years. Most of my other opponents been born and raised here. I'm the youngest one in my race. I'm 35 years old, but that tells you something. That tells you something. I was the first one in this race to put my head in the back. I was the first one to qualify by petition in the whole state of Florida through any congressional candidate, Republican, Democrat, or independent. And let me tell you something. Yes, I haven't been born and raised in Florida, but I didn't take 40 plus years to realize my district need change. I saw the problem, and I put my head in the back to fix it. I didn't wait. Been here my entire life to make some change.
Yes.
So please vote for Ronnie
Yes.
and get it going, because we need this. Randy Fund has to go. Trump has to go. We need to put term limits on all these congressional members. We need to expand the Supreme Court, put
They're
term limits
dying.
there.
They're dying.
We need to abolish.
They're dying.
ICE. We need to abolish ICE. We need to take back our country. We need to hold only. Where's the Epstein files? Like, why are we still getting away from that? Like, it's so much that we need to do, and we need to put the right people in there who's not afraid to make it happen. And I'm that person. So please, please.
This is a group project,
Please.
everyone. This is the
Yes,
biggest group
please.
project of your life. We thought it was
Yes.
2024. It's going to have to be 2026.
It has to be.
Group
Please
project.
participate.
Check your voter
Please
registration.
participate.
Check your polling locations if you're going to go vote in person. Do not let anyone intimidate you out of voting when you go to the polling location. And if there's any funny business, contact Ronnie. If we know anything about Ronnie after this interview, he will show up and escort you in to the polling location.
Hey, listen, I definitely will. And listen, early voting, August 8th.
August
Early
8th.
voting is August 8th, and actual primary is August 18th. Even if you don't want to, you still got a few days to register. I think it's July 20th. Yeah,
It is July 20th.
July 20th. Request that mail-in ballot, because I tell people it's a security measure. For God's sakes, election day comes and you get sick in the hospital, you can still vote. So that just because you requested a mail-in ballot, you can still go in person and vote. If nothing happens, just do it. We need this, please.
Yes,
just listen
yes.
to us. Like, I'll give you a lollipop.
Send that thing in
if that's what
early.
you want.
Yeah,
Like,
he's going to hand out snacks.
I got snacks. Come on, buddy.
What do you want?
What do you want?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this before we go. I already told people, when I get to Congress, I'm taking one of those 3 rooms, and it's gonna be just a TV snack room. You guys can come in my office, take whatever you want. Like,
I'm
take
coming to
a
your
load
office.
off,
I'm going to get a
watch
snack.
the game.
I'm going to keep my feet up.
And if I take the same office that Randy Fine has right now, I'll be a few doors down from AOC.
Oh,
You're gonna
I
have to
would be
fumigate
there
that thing.
every day. Just hey, just passing
You guys
by.
are amazing. I really enjoy myself on this, because you guys are great.
Thank you. We
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We know
Trying to make it
this
fun.
is literally probably the craziest month. So thank you for taking the time to come and talk to us.
Thank you.
And, maybe I'm going to go to this town hall. Maybe I'm going to go take some video. I don't know. I'm feeling a little,
Come on through.
maybe see my 2
You're invited.
faves. You know?
You invited. You invited.
We'll
Come
see.
on.
We'll see. Maybe I will. But guys, come back every Thursday all the way through to midterms. We're interviewing grassroots candidates. They don't take APAC. They're not taking big corporate money. And they're going to do what they say they're going to do. And we're going to hold them accountable after the fact. Okay? That's how this works here. We got to vote and we hold accountable after. That's all we have for this week. Thank you, Ronnie, for coming on. And we will see you guys next week for another interview. Bye.
Bye.